Hello, everyone from the Woodstock Neighborhood Association and my fellow candidates for Multnomah County District 3. My name is Albert Kaufman, and I am running for this office, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you tonight via video entry. I can't make it in person or even via Zoom to your meeting because it's Passover, and I'm hosting a Seder, which is something that Jews do on the first night of Passover, is bring their closest friends and family together for a Passover Seder. So that's where I am right now. But I am here to answer some of the questions that you've posed. Before I do that, I want to first of all thank you for having me, and I want to offer a quick song, actually just a snippet of a song. It's just something that I want to do during this campaign to bring music into our lives and to bring the arts into our lives. I'm a musician, and this is part of my life. And I also wanted to touch on the issue of homelessness, because that's one of the big questions that everyone's thinking about right now. It's a challenge that we're facing. So I wanted to sing a little song about that. I'll light the fire while you place the flowers in the vase that you bought today. Staring at the fire for hours and hours as I listen to you play your love songs all night long for you. Only for you. Our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Now everything is easy 'cause of you. And now I'll light the fire while you place the flowers in the vase that you bought today. Little Our House, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. All right, now to your questions. What I thought I would do is answer some of your questions, and then I will make an obvious pause spot for the chance for others to speak, and you can come back to some of my other answers if you wish. And you've offered me 10 minutes, which I think is very gracious. I've set a little stopwatch to see if I can keep it way under that. Some of you may already know me because I'm part of the Southeast Uplift Board. Some of you may know me from other neighborhood efforts that I've done or been a part of. And yeah, thank you for being a part of the neighborhood association. I appreciate that. I've been part of, I think, 5 different neighborhood associations. In Portland, I was president of one, and now most recently was a board member on the Richmond Neighborhood Association, and now I'm a board member on the Southeast Uplift Board. All right, I'm going to go in the order of the questions that you posed to me. I'm not going to read them out loud, I don't think. I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. So how I define the position that I'm running for is that it is a representative of the district that you're all sitting in at the moment, or that you live in, which stretches from Clackamas County to the Banfield and from 148th to 35th. I think it's about 120,000 people who live here. And, you know, it's basically a big square. I kind of think of it as the shape of Kansas or Oregon. One moment. So that's the geographical area that we're talking about. And then in terms of the position, it is part of a commission that gets to decide how we spend about $2.9 billion to affect change in our neighborhoods and to take care of some of the big issues of our day, particularly houselessness, addiction, and behavioral services, and this type of thing. But the county, of course, reaches us in all sorts of other ways as well. And so by being on this commission, I would be one of 5 people who is making big decisions about our region. County commissioners also play a big role in cross-jurisdictional activities as well. So we interface with the city, with Metro, at the state level, and in all sorts of other ways as well, via the neighborhood association. For instance, I've seen county commissioners come to neighborhood association meetings, to meetings of NGOs, to meetings of all sorts of different organizations. And so our voice, county commissioners' voices, are heard at all government levels in our region. And one of the interesting things actually about this question and about this issue is the more I've been running for this office, the more I notice that there is a lot of confusion in the community about what county commissioners do, what the county does, what the city does. I myself, who've been involved in area politics for 20 years, often find that I'm confused as to who does what and how to get things accomplished in our system. My particular focus for this work probably be to continue along with the work that I have been doing for 20 years here, which a lot of it is livability issues. Most recently, I've been working to ban gas-powered leaf blowers from our midst. And I often thought that that was just a very small sort of niche issue, but it really touches on a lot of what the county does and could be doing for us, which is caring for our health. And we tend to think of leaf blowers as something that's just a noisy issue that's a bothersome problem. Yeah, but it's actually quite significant. The air pollution and noise pollution that comes from leaf blowers, it's kind of humorous, right? In this moment, there's something blowing nearby. So I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. Anyway, it really does impact us greatly in terms of especially the air pollution. So I would continue working on that issue, whether or not I'm elected. And in fact, I want to encourage people who are listening to either get involved in pushing back against this device, or at least maybe take action on your own to figure out how to quiet your communities more where you live. That's been a big part of my work. In terms of how I would be in contact with you, I've noticed that the current office holder, Diane Rosenbaum, sends out an amazing email newsletter. If you're really curious about what this position does, she's setting a great example of the kind of work that the person in this position does. She's doing an incredible job, even though she's just filling in for a while, of representing us and paying close attention to what's happening in the district. Things that I'd like to achieve: I would like to achieve a ban on gas-powered leaf blowers and other gas tools. I'm also a huge proponent of working on keeping trees standing in our neighborhoods and in our world. Climate change is huge. I think that we're doing a lot of things to put Band-Aids on the problem. And I think that we could be doing a lot more to actually stave off climate change. Part of the issue to me is keeping trees standing. There's all sorts of things that we can be doing to help small woodlot owners, for instance, keep their trees standing, and also encouraging ourselves to keep trees standing. And then in terms of the bigger issues, houselessness, addiction, violence, gun violence, things like that, I'll be working with the other county council members who are already in place, who already have been working on these issues for years, and joining them as a team to continue to work on these issues. I've been very heartened by Jessica Vega Peterson's work in this area, and I feel like her leadership now as chair is really going to help our region, and I'm excited to work alongside her. I also note that sadly, it seems to me the city council could be doing a lot better job of working with the county. I feel like the county is reaching out, and I would just like to be a part of more cross-jurisdictional responses to our area troubles. And wow, I'm already into this 7 minutes long. I did not realize how quickly the time would go. In terms of climate justice and climate action, I think I would just be continuing to work on every different aspect of this. I mean, a lot of the decisions really should be made at the state level. Recently, California took an action that I really think Oregon could mirror, which is banning all small off-road engines that use gas. And basically, all of the Electrify Now type initiatives that are going on all around us, I think they can be helped by the county, both with things like buyback programs for tools that use gas, all the way to the whole electrification of the interior of everyone's home. I mean, heat pumps should just be everywhere right now. So that's a little something on that. There are a few more questions that I see here, but I think I really do want to keep it a little shorter because I know what it's like to be on the other end of video comments in a neighborhood association meeting. So I thank you all for coming tonight. If you want to learn more, you can reach out to me via my website, albertkaufman.com. I'm also on Facebook and on Instagram as well. And I want to just put in a final pitch for getting involved. You're already obviously involved in your neighborhood, but there are so many things that we can do as individuals in our neighborhoods to make life better around us. And a lot of times we're waiting for the county or the city to make big wins on issues that we care about. But I think there's a lot that we can be doing as well. And so I hope you'll join me in that fight. And on election day, I hope you're registered to vote, and I hope that you'll vote for me. And it's been wonderful to have an opportunity to present to you today. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a great rest of your meeting. And I'll talk to you soon.